Hello there, beautiful people. So you want to start investing, you want to start making money, you want to start learning more about the stock market, see what stocks you want to buy. Well, before all that, you need to have an emergency fund. This is probably like one of the most important things you should like always have. Always have some money secured for the next 3 to 6 months. You never know what's gonna happen. Maybe a pandemic's gonna happen, like coronavirus. Yeah, exactly. So you always want to have this money from like I said, 3 months to 6 months, just securing all your utilities, all your rent, pretty much everything that you need to have to pay off at the moment or in the future in the span of 3 to 6 months, 0 to 6 months to be like exact. You need to have an emergency fund, and I'm gonna talk to you about it. And enjoy the video. Hit a like and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. And let's get started. All right, so now I'm gonna answer a couple questions. So I pretty much answered the first question, but I'm gonna just say to you, why do you need an emergency fund? The second question would be, what should your emergency fund cover? And I'm gonna show you how to calculate, which goes on to the next question. It's how to calculate your emergency fund. And then to end it off, I'm gonna tell you about these incredible online high interest savings account where you should put your money, and it's very safe. It gives you more interest than what your regular big banks give you, like Chase, Bank of America, Bank of the West, all those big name banks. They're gonna go eventually out of business because online high savings accounts, it's what's pretty much hip, innovations coming in, and you're gonna thank me. So let's get started with answering what your emergency fund cover. So on what your emergency fund should cover, there's pretty much three main things that we can't live without, and that is having a roof over your head, which is your rent or mortgage, depending on where you are in your living situation. Then the second thing is utilities, and there's a lot of utilities. Everyone has very different ones, but pretty much the very standard ones: electricity, Wi-Fi, cell phone, car insurance. We could go on and on. Utilities, it all varies what you have, so actually know your utilities and think about an emergency. And if you don't even have a job anymore, what are the utilities I have to pay? And a lot of people are stuck into 1-year leases, so it's like you have to pay your mortgage, or you have to pay your rent. It's even worse if you have a mortgage and you can't even pay it. So, and the third thing is food, because you can't live without food. Food also includes water, because water is the main source. So those are the three main things. So now let me teach you how to calculate them. So we're gonna go onto a spreadsheet. So let's just start and go ahead. So this is the emergency fund. So pretty much you get your monthly income after tax also. So this is just an example. I put some of my expenses there just to kind of give a little ballparks, just kind of how I do it. But this is varies a lot within, your income, your rent. Living in the Bay Area, it's pretty expensive. It's honestly a little ridiculous what I have to pay. And yeah, pretty much every rate's gonna be different. Especially rent's probably the biggest one for everybody. So always factor that in. So let's just start and begin. So pretty much you start with your income, and then write down every little cost that you have. So let's start with electricity and gas, $40, water, $39, sewer and trash, $40, car insurance, $43, gas, $60, internet, $45, cell phone, $60. So I just went through the rent, mortgage, and utilities. Now for food, everybody has their own preference. I spend about like $150 on food, and I don't really keep track of it too much. I do want to say it's like around like, I don't know, maybe like $150 like a month. Food is something I don't like pretty much lowball on, because I love eating. I'm trying to get big, trying to get healthy. And pretty much my diet's pretty simple, like chicken, beef, fish, water, vegetables, and fruit. You can't go wrong with those. And yeah, pretty much I sum up all my expenses. So this is 1 month of expenses. So I minus my total income, minus my expenses, and this is how much money I have left. So for an emergency fund, just to secure myself for 3 months, I'll need $5,718, and for 6 months, I'll need 11,000. You say almost $500, 11,500. So this is where it's pretty much crucial to save all the money, and this is going to be very hard for some people because, like, especially for the like young people, it's like you want to go out, have fun, but like during this time, we're in COVID times, and honestly, be safe. Just stay inside, save money, just spend your time with your loved ones. You never know when like someone's gonna be gone, so pretty much just cherish the time right now and just learn about finance. So let's keep on going on. So put this money in a high savings account. So pretty much most of those online savings accounts are going to give you about a 0.60 interest rate, and that's a APY. And if you don't know what APY, here's a little pretty much definition that I put in here in the spreadsheet, and it's an annual percentage yield. So APY stands for annual percentage yield in non-banker jargon. So APY stands for the amount an account pays to you, and this is through the whole year. Okay, so tip, a little pro tip to have. So if you find yourself trying to remember what does APY mean, think of APY as the amount paid to you, because pretty much it is like a lot of other banks aren't going to give you a good APY, and I'm going to go on to that on the spreadsheet. So interest rates are very low. I remember at a point, some banks were giving a 2% APY, and that was great. That's when I found out about these like a couple years ago when I was in college. I was like, holy snap, I can make a good amount of money. So pretty much how this emergency fund is going to work, you can have your emergency fund within 2 months if you're saving all of your money after of all your expenses. And you could literally make this number way bigger. Some of these things I over exaggerated it, and for you it's gonna be different. But pretty much let's just go all along. And to give you a little math insight, if you forgot percentages and decimals, so 1% is 0.01 decimals. So 0.60% is 0.006 in a decimal. And how many months are there in a year? There's 12. So you have to divide this by 12 to pretty much get your monthly interest rate. So pretty much you put that first month, you're going to start getting your emergency fund. You put this into, your bank of choice. I'm going to go on to the banks, but right now let me explain the spreadsheet. And pretty much, yeah, in your first month, you'll make about $2, which is pretty good. So pretty much how it goes, it's this 3,000, let's just keep it simple, $3,000, and the percentage of this is $2, and then you go along, and then you pretty much add what you put in the prior month, the interest secured, and then again if you're saving that same amount, and boom, you have that interest rate, and there you go, you make $3. And this could go on, and within pretty much on your second month, you have your emergency fund secured. And this is where you're going to start seeing why you want to put your money into these. So look, let's do this. So this is the first month, so I'm going to just go on. This will just automatically do by itself. So pretty much if you keep saving your money, so this will be your third, fourth, fifth, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. So let's get to there. Pretty much you're gonna save this much plus this. and that's gonna be how much money you pretty much made in a year. And like, you see the power of this, because high interest like accounts are the way to go. You know, if start doing banking online, like, you know, it's, I'm telling you, things are gonna get different. And the national savings rate is a 0.05%. So if any bank's gonna give you like 0.60, and there's other banks that give you like 1%, and so, but for this presentation, I'm gonna just go with a simple one, and I'm gonna give you a little bit more. But yeah, pretty much this is how you calculate this. Comment and I'll share this with you. The only thing I ask is when I share this with you, to just make a copy, so keep this as it is, so if other people want to use it. And yeah, so I'm gonna just give you one bank right here on this section of the video, and I'm gonna go with Discover. So Discover was one of the first banks I like pretty much found out about, and when I found out about it, it was about 2% interest rate, and I was like, wow. But that was like pre-COVID times, and now interest rates went low, and federal banks printing money like crazy. So you got to start putting your money safe and pretty much going along with inflation. There could be a second like crash, so be ready for any emergency. And this is very cool that Discover has this, and pretty much it gives you like zero everything. Like, there's no monthly fee like there is in Chase, no insufficient funds like there is in Chase, and no minimum open deposit like there is in Chase, but Chase doesn't really have it. Bank America does. And pretty much it's incredible of how much money you get like be making, you know, and just having your money make you money, just like I am like helping out with this video, Manny making me money. So pretty much, let's go back just so I can give you a little example. So look, that 3094, this is just the case if you just put that money and you leave it there for the rest of the year and you don't keep compounding it. Oh, what happened there? That's how much you pretty much get in a whole year. But think about this, the power of compound interest. If you keep putting $3,000 into your high savings account, and also too, it's interest compound daily, monthly. So if you keep it for 30 days, you'll get that interest just like I put in the spreadsheet, and then the next 30 days is going to be what you put in plus the interest, and it just keeps going and going. So this is where you see the power of compound interest working in your favor. And yeah, pretty much. And one last thing to pretty much tell you, and then I'm gonna move on to a couple other banks that I'll recommend. There's other banks that actually have a higher interest rate, but these are like just pretty much the best ones. Just zero all around, very transparent. I trust this bank pretty much, very safe. There's so much things on this bank that you could just, it's just perfect, honestly. So it even has a checkings account, online savings account, money market account, certificate deposit. I'll get into those in probably another video, and some couple retirement accounts. So this pretty much sets you up for success. And even the checking account has 1% cash back up to $3,000 in a monthly debit purchase. Wow, right? But if you're smart, you start spending your money on a credit card and then paying it off so you can build credit. And that's going to be also in another video, but this is what I recommend. And yeah, so now let me recommend you a couple other ones. All right, so now thanks for watching the video. Please like this video and subscribe. And remember, all of this is for educational purposes. do your own research, see more other videos on these. Check out my other videos. I'm gonna try to upload almost every day, so please subscribe. I have so much knowledge to give you guys. Yeah, so pretty much, yeah, like and subscribe, do your own research, and invest at your own risk. All right, thank you.